Hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word. Today we are continuing our journey through the book of Matthew, and we are in Matthew 26. Today we're doing Matthew 26, and this is verse 57 through 67. And it's entitled, He is Worthy of Death. Okay? You're going to see what that means here. Let's read here. Verse 57, it says, Those who had arrested Jesus took him to Caiaphas, the high priest, where the teachers of the law and the elders had assembled. But Peter followed him at a distance, right up to the courtyard of the high priests. He entered and sat down with the guards to see the outcome. The chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for false evidence against Jesus so that they could put him to death. But they did not find any, though many false witnesses came forward. Okay? In order for someone to be convicted of something, you had to have witnesses. And it had to be more than just one witness. It had to be two witnesses. And if you had those two witnesses, what they said had to line up. Okay, so they had a hard time finding witnesses that would say the same thing. Okay, so anyway, it's kind of goofy here, what's happening here. But they finally did that. Okay, it says, finally two came forward and declared, This fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of God and rebuild it in 3 days. Okay? Is that what Jesus said? That's not what he meant. Okay? He was, as he was walking, he said, destroy this temple and I will rebuild it in 3 days. He wasn't talking about that physical temple. The physical temple would be destroyed. Okay? But he wasn't talking like he's going to be out there with, rebuilding that temple with his hands. He's talking about how he's going to be crucified and then rise again in 3 days. That's what he's referring to. Okay. Verse 62. Then the high priest stood up and said to Jesus, Are you not going to answer? What is the testimony that these men are bringing against you? But Jesus remained silent. Okay. He wasn't going to argue about this. And again, he was going along with God's plan. Okay. The high priest said to him, I charge you under oath by the living God. Tell us if you are the Messiah, the Son of God. You have said so, Jesus replied. Okay, so here he's saying, basically, you said it. All right, and so, yeah, that's me. But I say to all of you, from now on you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven. Okay, this would have just blown those priests away. They would have been like, why are you saying that? Because it's the truth, okay? And he's claiming to be God here, okay? Verse 65, Then the high priest tore his clothes and said, He has spoken blasphemy. Why do we need any more witnesses? Look, now you've heard the blasphemy. What do you think? Okay? So the priest was so upset about this, he tore his robes, okay? That was a common thing to do back then. But the high priest was not supposed to be tearing his robes. It was forbidden for him to be doing that. Okay? But he still does it here to show his great dismay as to what's going on here. Okay? Verse 66, What do you think? He is worthy of death, they answered. Then they spit in his face and struck him with their fists. Others slapped him and said, Prophesy to us, Messiah. Who hit you? Okay. The big thing today is this, where they say he is worthy of death. Okay. And it's true, but it's not true in the context of what they're saying. They're saying he's worthy of death because he's claiming to be God, which is true. He is God. Okay. But he's worthy of death. Why is he worthy of death? He's worthy of death because he's taken on the sin of you and me and the rest of the world. Okay. And sin, the punishment for sin is death. Okay, so it's true what it says. He is worthy of death, but not in the way they're thinking. Okay, but it is in the way God has planned it. Okay, it ends up with saying, Then they spit in his face and struck him with their fists. Others slapped him and said, Prophesy to us, Messiah, who hit you? Okay, so obviously they had his head covered, and then they were hitting him, saying, Oh yeah, who hit you? Doing that routine to him to beat him up. Okay. But the big thing today I want you to see is this: he is worthy of death. Okay? And it's not because of what they were thinking. It is because of the sin he took on for you and me, that he was worthy of death. I deserve death, but he took my place. Okay? Thanks for watching. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through the book of Matthew. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.